Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are live in the studio, Desert Dynasty. This has been the wildest Cardinal season in my entire life. I feel like embarrassed as a fan. And as a podcast host, all we have basically is just come together and hope for the future, right? That's all we can do as Cardinals fans. And that's what we're going to do today. Stay tuned because we're going to break down the Texans' loss, the embarrassing front office. We're going to talk about Jonathan Gannon and should he stay or should he go? Welcome back to Desert Dynasty. This is Sefa, your host, with Rick and Adam. Welcome back, boys. How's it going?
Man,
This isn't Stranger Things. Should I stay or should I go? We should just go. Go home, go to bed, eat some pumpkin pie, because that's going to be a better time than watching these Cardinals. You know what I mean?
Dude,
these holiday seasons, they're supposed to be filled with warmth and filled with happiness and joy. But watching these games, it's just filled with sadness, dude. And it sucks because it's like we had playoff aspirations. And we're getting 40 burgers put on us.
Yeah,
40 and 20.
I remember at the beginning of the season, or at least in the Desert Dynasty season 1, I asked you boys, I was like, if you guys had to bet all your life savings right now, if the Cardinals will make the playoffs next season, would you do it? And then, Rick was like, hell yeah, I'm putting my money on this. I'll put my life on this. That's how good I think the Cardinals are going to be next year. And look at where we are. That's how, how much delusional we were, right, over the offseason. That's how crazy we thought our team was. But in our defense, we were growing. We were on the rise, and
Vegas had us at 8.5 wins. That's almost 9, bro.
That's almost 9. And we were like, oh, we'll hit the 10-win easy. We were looking at the schedule, and we're like, oh, we could start off 7-0 because we thought it was favorable, and we kept losing. And now we're here at 3-14.
You mean 3
and
and
listen,
11?
13.
we were
sorry,
we
or
were
12.
13 points
Tyler's
away
3 and
from
11.
starting 7-0. We were 13 points away, but it just shows where we are now that we were just a bad team who can't win a game. We figured out 1,000 ways to lose a game and weren't playing to win. We were playing not to lose, and when you do that, you're gonna end up losing in the
Every single
NFL.
time.
So
And it's sad to say because Coach Gannon had this safety net where they're like, hey, you're going to still coach next year. Don't worry. But you have 2 back-to-back 40 burgers put on your ass as a defensive head coach with first off Seattle and was it Rams or Seattle and Niners?
Seattle
And
Rams, Niners, and
then
Houston.
now with Houston and who's the other 40 burger? Was it Tampa as well? No.
No. It was just the NFC West opponents and Tampa.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was we had 2 40 burgers back to back, 4 games that they had 40 burgers on us.
Technically, it was Seattle,
Seattle 49ers, then Rams,
LA,
and then
Texans, like all 4.
Yeah,
back-to-back
so
to
that's
back to
4
back,
games as a head coach, dude. That's defensive. It's depressing, really.
No, and I remember we kept talking about it at the beginning of the season, and maybe when we lost like 5 games or something, we kept saying, like, hypothetically, hey, everyone's saying Jonathan Gannon's on the hot seat. What do you guys think? And we kept saying, like, oh, he's safe. At one point, like, when is he not safe? And in my opinion, I don't think he's safe anymore. It's really, if we keep him, then that's an indictment on the ownership of this team. So I don't think we keep him, and we're going to break all that down later, but it's insane right now, really.
The criticism that Bidwell will get if we end at 3-14 this year, the criticism that Bidwell will get for not firing Jonathan Gannon will be worse than the criticism he got for firing Steve Wilkes, because we also ended 3-13 that year. He was a first-year coach, but this is Gannon's 3rd year. This is Austin Fort's 3rd year. And I think if Gannon doesn't get fired, Bidwell, the fans are coming for you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're coming for your neck. I'm just playing. Take that off. Take that off. I'm not killing nobody.
We're not.
But yeah, we're gonna go deep dive into cards. You guys already know. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Also, thank you for subscribing and leaving comments on all our social medias, YouTube, and continue to do so because that's how you support the podcast. That being said, we're going to go into Heat Check, which is our segment that we talk about all of the Arizona sport teams, the ones that we like, and kind of news going on in the Valley. Currently, right now, Arizona State head coach Kenny Dillingham is on the watch list for the Michigan Wolverines head coach football job, which is very scary for ASU fans. And he is, in my opinion, a great hire for Michigan if they get him, but that'd be such a devastating blow to the ASU program. What do you guys think?
I thought he is in talks with an extension for ASU. Am I crazy?
He is, but it hasn't gone through yet,
Hasn't been
and he
signed.
still hasn't shot down Michigan, which is disheartening because he keeps on saying like, ASU, I'm doing everything I can here, but he hasn't said no to Michigan. So that's the
Now, I forget the exact guy's name. He's like the most trusted source about Arizona State Sun Devil sports, specifically football, I think. But he was on 98.7 maybe Tuesday morning, and essentially some questions were asked to him, and about Dillingham and such. He doesn't have all the tea. He doesn't have all the exact details. But what we believe is happening is he's not shooting down Michigan because he is still awaiting the contract extension, right? But it's not about the money for him. What it's about is about getting the coaches the resources to bring in good coaches, good assistants, better assistants. He's got a really good coaching tree. That coaching tree is going to end up leaving. He needs to know that he can bring in good coaches again, like an Alabama,
Mm,
like a Michigan, right? He needs to know also that if you want to build a top tier program, you need to have the resources by NIL. You need to have the resources by your school to say, hey, we're going to dump a lot more money into this football program now that you've given us a reason to. But Dillingham hasn't gotten that reassurance by, I'm going to butcher his
Rossini,
first name,
Graham
but
Rossini.
Rossini and Crow.
Yeah.
Now, there's something else that I meant to research today, and I apologize, I did not. I knew there was something slipping my mind today, but essentially there's something that got like passed or like agreed to last year that they would revisit this year that is currently being looked at, and that's kind of part of this situation that Kenny Dillingham is stating, and that's why with his recent comments where he's saying, "I'm trying to take care of my foxhole, my family." Is hey, I'm going to try to get my assistant coaches the money they deserve. Because remember, Heinz Ward is
Yeah.
on their staff too. He deserves that money, but also he wants to make sure he takes care of his players. And how do you take care of your players and get better players here? By support by the university. And he's stating that he loves it here, but in order for him to stay here, he wants commitment from the school as much as the school to him as much as he's
As much as
committed to
like a
the school.
Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, and that's great. I didn't know that. I think the scary thing is it's really hard to turn up a job like Michigan or you
yeah.
know give it up because it's such a big coveted coaching position that can easily lead into the NFL if you're successful there. Um, but in my opinion, if I was Dillingham, I would use this Michigan job as a leverage
hmm
to get a better contract with ASU and, like you said, to help everyone around the program, um, which would be nice. I do think Kenny can be successful either way, whatever he chooses. I just hope he stays here for, ASU fans in the Valley. So,
I think
Yeah.
that's a good thing about college football because like BYU for the longest time was like a bunch of like the little bros, little
hmm
brother
yeah,
for Utah, University of Utah because of is it Whittingham,
yeah,
Kyle Whittingham.
Kyle,
Yeah, that he was the OG coach. He's been really good, and before him they had Urban Meyer. So those guys were just NFC or uh
Utah,
CBS or BCS like bowl
contenders.
bound contenders every year. So BYU was not the hot pick, and Kalani Sitake was there, and he went through the shit. And then now it's like, oh wow, BYU is such a great area to coach, and now Kalani Sitake he could coach anywhere. So ASU's in the same boat. We've always been little brother in all of our in the Pac-12 and now in the Big 12. Besides last year, And so now Dillingham has to build up that rapport with Arizona and with the state. Just be like, hey, this is a good place to be. This is where he wants to be. And he's going to basically turn it into a powerhouse. And I think that's what you want. And hopefully we can get, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, other than that, let's just move on from ASU. We love you, Dilly. Hopefully you stay. He'll never see this
Amen.
podcast, but and then one thing before I give it to Adam for the D-backs is the Suns are doing decent still. Booker came back from injury. We lost a freaking 2-point game to the Lakers on Sunday. It was so whack. LeBron should have got a technical for pushing the ref. He didn't. And then Dylan
Yeah.
Brooks got ejected for some bullshit. It was whack. And I didn't watch the game, but like I saw these highlights, and then today Dylan Brooks was interviewed by Arizona Sports, and then he was just basically saying how LeBron's a pussy and that he's like he's basically still being villain, Dylan Brooks. But
Yeah.
I love the Suns. They're playing scrappy. We're gonna continue keeping tabs on them, but yeah.
Well, the big thing
ahead.
that he was kind of stating, so we were tied, and then Devin Booker, he grazed his hand. It wasn't like a slap that affected the shot or anything. Maybe grazed his hand a little bit on a random 3-pointer that LeBron put up off of
Oh
a
my God,
catch
they
and
called
shoot.
foul on that.
They called foul on it. He hit a couple free throws. Then I didn't watch the end. I think I looked down at my phone for a second, and then Marcus Smart was shooting free throws, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was a weird ending. It was just insane. We shouldn't have lost the game, but hey, shit happens. So
And at that point too, this is a different Suns team from last year. Last year we would have been out of it in the fourth quarter, never even
yeah,
close. So I'm just happy we continue staying strong, and we want to vie for playoffs this
I
year,
mean,
right?
this goes to show what good ownership does, man. Like,
Mhm.
what's his face
Matt
wanted to
Ishbia.
Ishbia wanted to go hit for the fences and get KD. Didn't work out, and guess what he did next? He's like, I'm gonna get a scrappy team and I'm gonna compete. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna just settle for some rebuild, and I love that for
I think
Ishbia
the
and
unloading
the
of
Suns.
Bradley Beal and then getting Dylan Brooks and Green was unmatched.
so good.
Trade of the
Steal.
year. Yeah, steal of the year. So
Mhm.
I do think Matt Ishbia is a way better owner than Bidwell. Bidwell hasn't done much this year. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think it's an ownership problem with the Cardinals right now, but
No.
we'll get into that as well.
I mean, if he keeps scanning next year, it will be.
Yes.
Yes.
100% yes, but I don't think he will. Anyways, right before we get into Cardinals, last thing we want to bring up on Heat Check before we round out is the D-backs, a little trade rumors and stuff like that, Adam.
Yeah, so kind of tying into ownership, Ken Kendricks, look at Matt Ishbia, okay? You've got the money. Matt Ishbia has the money. Invest in your team, okay?
Mhm.
I know there's Ketel Marte rumors, and it might be a good decision to trade him for those two Rays, starters. They are young. They show a lot of promise. But are you trying to win now, or are you trying to prepare for the future?
Rebuild.
Are you gonna sell a year or two with the talent you have on your team? Corbin Carroll, I'm talking about you.
Mhm.
Or are you gonna say, hey, we've got some players coming on the back end of the year that could come back for playoffs. We have a really talented roster even outside of them. We made a couple good signings already. Let's keep Ketel Marte, and let's go over somebody who's showed some interest lately in the Diamondbacks and who we have mutual interests is, which is Alex Bregman. He's a third baseman. He is I believe, 2-time World Series winner. He had a good season at the Red Sox recently. He's a Golden Glover, so really good at defense, which we've been lacking for some years now. And honestly, he's just a winner. Is really what it comes down to. He's not an above average, uh, hitter, but he gets the job done, and that's what matters. And that's what we need in a third baseman, somebody who's going to make the crazy plays on defense, and hit the ball when we need you to. Just a consistent, good player. And Alex Bregman, I mean, that'd be a great signing. He is worth a lot of money, like 4 years, 120 million or something like that right now. It's rumored that we only sign him if we get rid of Ketel Marte. We'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting offseason for the D-backs.
Definitely.
I guess it'd be hard for me to move on from Ketel Marte because he hasn't given us a reason to to trade him. You know,
Mhm.
he's been nothing but fantastic. So I would be definitely devastating for the Diamondbacks if they get rid of him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Going to be really sad for sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam. And June. We're gonna shift gears now to the Cardinals after heat check. Basically, if you're living under a rock like myself, I didn't watch the game on Sunday. We lost to the Houston Texans, 20-40. Um, crazy score. Again, defense is uninspiring. We look undisciplined. We don't look confident. The Cardinals are disorganized. Texans make adjustments. Cardinals didn't. They focus on execution. We didn't. They play situational football. We don't. They put in effort. We don't. It's a cycle that we've been going through all season with this Cardinals team, and a lot of it goes from the top down, GM, coaching, and now to the players. No one has been consistent throughout this entire season, and it's always been somebody isn't doing their job. Whether the offense wasn't doing good beginning of the season, now it's the defense isn't doing good in the season. Special teams has never been good.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst Cardinals teams ever in the 105-year seasons that we've had here at just in Cardinals history. And that's crazy to say because I thought we had a worse team with Wilkes. I thought we had worse teams with Cliff Kingsbury, and now we're here. What is your guys' initial reactions to another loss, and then also just in general with this season?
My initial reactions is I feel like I definitely don't want to go with a new head coach route if we do move off from Gannon. I want to get someone that's experienced and has years and has a track record of winning, instead of like a hot shot, new OC or new coach, because we've already done it, 3 years in a row, right? Steve Wilkes, or 3 times in a row. Steve Wilkes, um, Kingsbury, and now Gannon, and it's never worked. So it's like, let's get someone like Peyton Manning going to Denver Broncos and doing not Peyton Manning, Sean Payton, going to Denver Broncos and doing Sean Payton things, bro. Like he did nothing but winning with the Saints, and he's doing nothing but winning with the Broncos after 2 seasons. And this is our third season with Gannon, and we've never won at a winning season. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Takeaways from the game, I mean, just defense is just atrocious. I know we had some backups. We had a seventh rounder, rookie playing starting safety this week. Like I get it, right? We also had
And Buddha's not Buddha.
practice. Buddha's not Buddha, but listen, that's not Buddha's fault. And that goes back to what we've been talking about. This is a coaching problem. Buddha Baker is one of the best safeties in NFL right now, in the world, essentially. Why is it all of a sudden this year he's just fallen off? That's not a Buddha problem. That's a
Mm-hmm.
coaching problem. And man, some changes need to be done this offseason. I mean, I'm watching the game and I'm trying to just feel numb during it because I already have lowered my expectations so down. I'm just like, at this point, what is the reason for how shitty we look? That's what I'm trying to identify during the games. It's not, oh, what plays are we making to win? It's okay, what plays are we making to lose? Who is the reason for these losses? And man, we just look atrocious. Like nobody wants to be out there, like you guys said in the previous weeks, just collecting paychecks at this point. And it's got to start with the coaching. I think Gannon's lost the locker room. So
Yeah, it's sad when I'm watching the defense, and it's like they're just driving it down the field like it's a high school football game, and then we try to stop them on third and long, and then they get a first, and then they're just running the football, running the football, running the football. Oh, nice big play, passing touchdown, boom, everyone's celebrating 7-0, and then they kick it off to us, we fumble it on the kickoff, and they get the ball at the 10-yard line, then they go in and score it again, 14-0. Yay, now we get the ball back, 3 and out, punt it to the other team. CJ Stroud in the offense, they've been ass all season. They average 20 points a game, and somehow they're looking like professional friggin' Kansas City circa 2020. You know what I mean? Just driving it down the field, and then 17-0. I turned on the game when it was 17-0, and there's still 7 minutes left in the first quarter, and then NFL pops this NFL record breaking or franchise record breaking the most scored points in a quarter by the Texans in their franchise history. I was like, of course, the Cardinals just giving everything to everybody. We're everybody's get right game. It's embarrassing. Like Adam said, we're so numb at this point when we turn on the game. We're not even like expecting to win. We're just expecting a fight. I wanted to see what I saw at the beginning of the season. Will Johnson fight, like going one-on-ones with their best receiver, or Walter Nolan. He actually has been playing great, so I'm gonna give him his flowers. But I want to see more of that, where the Walter Nolans and the Calais Campbell was going crazy the first 6 games, and now it just seems like he's really, he's like, this is my final seasons, and we're coming out as the worst Cardinals team.
Sucks.
Congrats. Sorry, Calais, we put you in this position, and it's just depressing, and it sucks. It really sucks.
100%.
I hope the one thing that does happen after this season, whether Gannon stays or he goes, I want an explanation. And the person who's going to provide an explanation is going to be somebody who retires, a.k.a. Calais Campbell. If you retire this year, boss, man, you got to spill the beans of what exactly is going on. Like, what is happening inside that locker room that the fans don't know that's causing this blow up of a season? I mean, statistically, this is tied for our worst season in franchise history at 3 and whatever.
It's wild.
And I think that Atlanta is kind of hitting its stride. They're in playoff contention, so it's going to be a loss this week. It might be close. We'll see what happens. But then we play Cincinnati
and Rams.
And Joe Burrow is kind of trying to have fun again. He's going to go nuclear on our defense.
And it's going to be cold. It's going to be freezing.
And it's going to be because it's in Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so freeze your balls off. That's going to be great. And then we play the Rams to end the year, right?
Yeah.
And barring the fact that they sit all their starters,
even
because
if they sit their starters, that the Rams have so much pride in their team that they're going to
they're not going to try to lose.
Their second strings are going to be like, oh, fuck the Cardinals. Let's go.
I think even last year, right? Like we played them. They played the first half, got like a 20-point lead on us, and then just sat everybody, and we still couldn't come back.
Yeah.
So I'm like you guys said, I'm embarrassed as a fan. I'm embarrassed, not that we have the podcast, but that we have to talk about the same things every week on the podcast.
Yes.
It's atrocious. I don't understand.
And it's just depressing trying to like keep a good animo, is what we say in Spanish, but good like attitude about it, because I don't want to talk about that. Like my buddies at work, like, oh yeah, like Cardinals suck, and I'm like, yeah, we do. I have nothing to say about it, so it's definitely rough.
And you know what makes me even more sad? I just heard a rumor because, like you, I just talked to one of the cooks at work today. Joe Burrow is rumored to potentially go to the Rams after this year.
We're going to be cooked for the rest of our lives, bro.
I will fucking cry, dude. I will be so sad.
There's also rumors
like a Dodgers
that I can't remember whose pick the Rams have, but there's also rumors the Rams might trade up for Fernando.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
How come the Rams, the Niners, and the Seahawks always know how to do shit right?
Good
like
genes.
Every year, even when they're like picking at number 20 and like 30, they're still getting good picks. They're still getting good like trade ups.
Good leadership, good organizations. That's all you can chalk it up to. I mean, look at Cooper DeJean drafting him. The Eagles didn't have to think twice. They traded up for him. We gave them that pick. Congrats, Cardinals. You guys are stupid. That's just one. That's just one in many reasons why the Cardinals suck. And like you said, Adam, us being one of the worst statistically Cardinals teams in history, and we're still not the number 1 pick, baffles me. We were 3 and whatever back when we drafted Kyler, and that was what, 2020, the 2020 draft.
Yeah.
And now we're the same thing, and we're not even the 1 pick because of how there's other bad teams. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Now those teams have potential, though. They're in a rebuild. We're supposed to be at the end of our rebuild, and we're supposed to be a wild card team at worst this year. So that's the difference between this season and a Steve Wilkes season. That's the difference between us at the number 6 overall pick and the fucking Raiders. You know, the Giants have a franchise quarterback and running back moving forward. Their defense is insane. They just had a bad defensive coordinator. I don't know. But the Raiders are a dumpster fire. But what are we? Like, we were not supposed to be a dumpster fire. What did we do the last 2 seasons for in giving your fan base hope and giving your free agency signings this offseason hope that, hey, we're going to have a great year. That's why I'm coming here. And now we're just a shit show. Like, what is happening? I don't understand.
Yeah, and that makes me think like we aren't being gaslit, right? As fans, we all thought not we weren't like delusional because
No.
even Trey McBride said that we're gonna make the playoff, like we're good enough to be in the playoffs.
Expectation.
And the expectation, right? Yeah. So it's like it's funny when people like talk to us as Cardinals fans. They're like, "Oh, you guys are delusional. You guys always suck." Blah blah blah. They're like, "No, we literally had a lot of concrete evidence of we should be where we're going. We there was analyses that we ran in our heads and what we've been going through. It looks like a team that's on the rise."
Yeah, and in the papers, you have such a great offense with, at the time, Kyler Murray, and
James Conner,
Marvin Harrison,
J.
Michael Jackson, Michael Wilson, and Trey McBride, right? So it's like, oh wow, like that's a bunch of firepower. If you put them on the Rams, it'd probably be the best Rams team in history, dude. Just because of McVay and how he uplifts his offense. So it's definitely been a tough season to watch the talent get wasted. And I'm sick and tired of Gannon's like, keep with us. We're in a little dip right now. Dude, a dip? We're in a goddamn snowstorm, bro. We're in a blizzard. No dip here. So
fucking crater, dude.
Yeah, we're in a crater, bro. It's like, goddamn, bro. So yeah, I'm hoping he's definitely not on the hot seat now. He's definitely like, come on, dude. Like, you're gone.
He should be fired.
Yeah.
In your guys' opinion, obviously we've been underperforming and we've been underutilizing our roster. What exactly does that look like? Is it because our skill players aren't being schemed correctly, or is it because we're not drafting correctly, or is it because they're just bad players? What do you guys
All
think?
of the above.
Okay.
All of the above. Sorry, Junior. For our position players, I mean, first and foremost, like the example was Buda Baker. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say to that. Buda Baker. And then Kyler Murray didn't fit your scheme and you didn't adapt to Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I'll just start there. And I'll end there for that part. Drafting players, we had 7 draft picks this past draft. We drafted 6 defensive players. The one offensive player was in the 6th round, offensive guard. He's on a practice squad. I'll stop there for that one. And then, what was the last point? I'm sorry.
Oh, and is it been our like scheming and stuff like that has been?
Oh, and schematic, yeah, ties into the first 2. What are we doing? Why are players bad all of a sudden?
Fourth down and the game's on the line, passing it to Weaver. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
not taking a timeout. They listed it on 98.7 this morning. There was 5 different plays where a timeout should have been made, and we didn't, and we lost all 5 of those games.
Yeah,
Gannon.
I'll say it's definitely underutilizing the players, the coaching, because how many times, like Adam said, the time management's ass. How many times have we seen the coaching with penalties? That's all on coaching. Penalties is on coaches. I don't give a fuck. And that's because they're not buttoned up to know, hey, this situation we do this situation we do that. So definitely coaching on that standpoint. And then, man, god damn it, we talked bad about the offense because shit, dude, Petsing sucks. But with these 40 burgers on his 4 games, you're definitely not a good defensive coordinator, bro. That doesn't happen in the NFL, and usually you get fired. Look at Brian Dabble. He got fired during the season. They're lucky to have a job right now, to be honest. I just astounded at how shitty the coaching has been this year with like how we saw them the previous years. It's so confusing, man, and you can't blame it on injuries. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One thing that I want to say about that is I remember listening to PHNX. They were talking about how good organizations don't fire head coaches during the season. Why? Because you don't want to see like let's just say hypothetically we know that Jonathan Gannon's leaving this season, right? Um, on the off season, we do have to hire a new coach. If a person that's coming to see a new job is like, oh, that owner, anything I do wrong is going to fire me on the first chance I do wrong, I don't want to go work for them. I'm scared to
Yeah.
work there because I'm going to be fearing for my job all the time. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but good organizations wait till the offseason to fire somebody because you're giving that coaching regime a chance the entire season to get through where you need to go, and you could potentially do better and then you could keep your job, right? But that's what they were saying. I'm not saying it's the right opinion, but it makes a little bit of sense why we're not firing him yet. I do think firing coordinators should be a thing, and I think Gannon should have fired Petzing at the beginning of the season when we weren't doing good with Kyler. But I think that's why we're not firing Gannon until the end of the season right now.
Yeah, but we did make that point about the passing coordinator,
Yeah, we should have
right?
gotten. Hmm.
Well, the passing coordinator in the preseason,
Oh
that
yeah,
was the
he was
most
bad.
horrendous thing I've ever watched in my life. So I think Gannon probably agreed with that and
He didn't.
knows
We
that
didn't
he's
have
got to
any other
replace
option.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably knows he's got to replace him. If you're the passing coordinator and we look like shit in our passing game, he's obviously part of that problem. So I think Gannon was just like, man, no matter what, even if I
He's
keep
stuck
my
in a
job,
hole.
I got to replace Petzing and I have to replace the passing coordinator. So might as well keep Petzing. At least he has familiarity with him, you know?
Yeah. What do you think, Rick?
What about?
Firing coaching and keeping them.
Yeah, I think it's actually a good idea because you're like, hey, come to our team. We're gonna make sure we'll take care of you, and we'll give you an opportunity even till the end of the season. So I think it's smart, but you there has to be fireable offenses, man.
Yeah.
When you're getting embarrassed, I see comments are like, "Oh, we don't even have to watch that game," like because it's true, you don't like
Yeah.
it's you can prevent or you already know the outcome without even looking at the game, and that's when you're just like. Yeah, something's got to change. And I feel like a head coach coming in would see that, like, oh, wow, like that was really bad.
Yeah.
So,
It's so
Now,
true. It's so true.
I'll use a couple different examples of like maybe a person should have been fired and then they weren't, and then somebody was fired and somebody stepped in. So I'll go back to the Dolphins right now. Everybody saw it, and even we saw it. He was Mike McDaniel was going to be fired at the beginning of the year, right? Well,
Yep.
now they not necessarily. I mean, they might be making a playoff push. I'd have to look at the AFC again,
No,
but
they just got eliminated last
okay,
week.
they just did. Okay,
Hmm.
but I mean, they were back in it again, which is insane because they were
Bad.
atrocious this year. But I mean, they had a lot going on in the back, but I mean, Mike McDaniel may have saved his job potentially.
Honestly,
And if he does,
I wouldn't fire him.
I wouldn't either. But the Dolphins probably just need to change the face, and I feel like they still will. But so they're not firing him, even though he should have been, right? So that's
Yes.
a smart move by them. But then let's go to the Raiders when they fired. Oh, who did they fire?
is
I
it the Pierce
completely
guy?
forget. Yeah, but then Pierce came in, right? On the beginning of the
Oh
year when
yeah,
that
he
other
was
guy got
interim. He was an
removed.
interim head coach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they went nuts. They were
they
really,
did.
really good,
They did.
right? But then it's a situation where you go to the Jaguars and they had Urban Meyer and they fired him at the beginning of the year, and then they were
And
still
they
ass.
sucked.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I I believe it's based off like your situation. It's based off your players. Like who is the issue in the organization? Is it a player and coaching? Is it just the coaching? Or is it just not execution by the players and the coaching is fine? I think it really just depends. Now, in our situation, what would you guys have done if you were Monty Austinfort in Bidwell? Would you have fired Gannon already, or would you let the season play out?
I would have fired a coordinator earlier on in the season to show like that. I mean, business and that we want wins. Uh, and I understand we'd probably be shooting ourselves in the foot because we had no offensive coordinator. But
Yeah.
then you're just trying to say, hey, like you can't be doing those kind of things. Like give themselves some kind of fire under their ass to make sure you're winning. Because I feel like they feel too comfortable in their seats after doing everything that's like fireable offenses all year.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
after Adam saying all those examples, it's so tough to say, like, if I was GM, I'm firing everybody because you are leaving the responsibility of, let's just say, again, or Petzing at this point, to that passing game coordinator. And if I'm Jonathan Gannon, I don't know the offense, I'm terrified of that because what we saw in the preseason. So I think he really was like, man, Gannon, he probably was talking to Monty like, I don't know what to do, but at this
Yeah.
point, all we have
Is
is Petzing. That's all we have. Like behind closed doors, they're not going to say this at the press conferences, but it's so hard, man. And I probably would have just done what they did do, is let the season play out. But I would have tried to like at least maybe sign a running back before the
Something.
trade deadline, maybe find an offensive lineman, trying to help this team because it feels like they were like, oh, we're just going to play the course of what we got and we're going to be okay. Like they didn't think that somebody could come in and help this team. If there was, go and get that person, right?
Well,
Mhm.
that takes me back to my fucking issue with Austin Ford, bro. He's not a good GM. He's just not. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care the good players that are on the roster right now because of his drafts. Whatever. He doesn't make good signings. And a part of a GM is building your team within the season. I get an
Mhm.
injury here. We still need to have a running game. Go sign Cam Akers.
We didn't have
like,
any running game. None.
Mhm.
something. Like do
Mhm.
Why are we
something for
surviving
somebody
with
who's proven.
Bam Knight, dude? I don't hate the dude, but
And
like,
he's on IR now.
and he's on IR, and it's like, why? Who in what right mind NFL team you think that you're going to be okay with a third string running back? Michael Carter, who can't even make an NFL team, was half of our
My
games
God,
this year.
bro.
Like, there's
And now
no.
he's our starter.
And now he's our starter. It's like, Monty, what are you thinking? Like, that's okay? We're going to be
Well,
fine?
and then you see freaking Jonah Williams getting his ass kicked week in and week out.
And you're not
and you're
wanna
just
try to
gonna
find a
not
fix,
try to
something
find
fix it?
someone, anybody.
Yo.
Because Beecham is like an old fart. I'm sorry, I love you,
And
but you're
I
old.
don't know if you guys saw, Jonathan Gaines has been doing fucking amazing.
Yes.
Since he's been filling
So
in for
good.
Paris. Why
So
isn't
good.
he playing over Jonah? Like, dude, this is all coaching, and like it's egregious how they treat this team. They like there's no talent, and there is.
Yeah. I think we need a coach to come in that just like falls in our lap like a Bruce Arians. That's the only way to right the ship. And then whatever he wants, if he wants $1 billion, fucking Bidwell, you better give him $1 billion
Give it to him.
because we're tired of this team losing. And Bidwell, I know you're tired of this team losing too. You can't make money without spending money. If you want to look at it from a business perspective, that's what it is. Go spend money, go get a good ass staff, and then watch the fruits of your labor fucking happen. But
I
you
just
keep on being cheap with these fucking coaches, and now look at us.
I get annoyed too because he's like, oh, let me put money into like building a casitas on the end zone for millionaires to go watch the game. No one wants to go watch your product.
Nobody.
Bro.
And why'd they get rid
Nobody's
of the red zone? Like that was all fans.
Yeah,
Now we're not having fans come to the game. It's just a bunch of Scottsdale fucking
Yeah.
Ritzies.
Ritzies, 1%ers of the world that don't care about football that probably got gifted this like
Yeah,
casita.
because who's paying $200,000 to watch the game or something, or $20,000?
That was
Come
so
on,
dumb.
dude.
They're just trying to keep with the Joneses, aka the Rams in SoFi Stadium. Like
You're not the Rams.
we're not the Rams.
Come on,
And
bro.
unique.
Hey, speaking of that happening, shout out to my manager Vince. But my manager Vince used to get those seats that the red zone, where the
Yes.
seats used to be. He used to
Yeah.
get like yearly
Season
seats
ticket
there,
holders were
and
there
now he
all the
can't.
fucking time, bro.
Now
It
he
was-
can't. So your true fans who give a shit about
Can't
this
go to
team
the games.
can't go to the game, or it's very hard to get a seat now because you
Yeah.
just lost however many seats. So
Mhm.
congratulations, bad
Yeah.
business move.
You definitely need to
Terrible.
change your your where you're allocating money, dude. Just put
Yeah.
the money towards coaching and a good product on the field, a winning product. Then you'll have the whole freaking stadium packed. Packers, you can't even get a seat.
Look at
They
the
have
mother
a whole
effing-
generation
Yeah,
of
look
season
at
holders.
the Packers and the New England Patriots. You don't
Patriots.
see these casitas.
No.
You don't see no party. Like
Yeah.
everybody shows up to the game because they're fans and they love their team and they're going
And
to
they always
support them
win.
regardless. And they always win.
win.
So it's really just them trying to be LA, which is so dumb.
That's so
But
dumb.
One of my questions I wanted to bring up with you guys, we have three options, all right? How do we fix the Cardinals? Option one is we stay the course. We're going to keep Jonathan Gannon and Monty Williams, hope for a year 4 leap,
Austin
and
Fortyman, yeah.
Austin Fort, and hope for a year 4 leap, and go that way. That's option one. Option two, clean house. We clean out. We need a new GM, a new head coach, and we're gonna reset the culture. Or option number three, partial reset. We get rid of Gannon, keep Monty, and see if that fixes anything. What do you guys think is the best option right now?
Repeat 3, please.
3 is we keep Monty, fire Jonathan Gannon, and we
Okay.
hire a new coach.
I'll go first. I like option 3 the best for me. I feel like we keep Monty, and get a coach that will like a new rookie quarterback, and see how we can do a rebuild. I don't think we should do like a year 4 with Gannon and 1 year and done. After we find out he sucks still. So that's what I would think.
What do you think, Adam?
What I want to do is number 2, but my
Clean
issue
house.
is, and what it's hard to do at a fan perspective, is know who's going to replace Austin Fort. Like that's the hardest
Exactly.
question. We don't know those scouts who are just generational and are finding these hidden gems all the time. But for now, I'm going to have to go option 3, right? Like keep Austin Fort. His draft record is not atrocious, but it's not good. I hope he learns from this season, and he needs to go get a coach who's going to push Austin Fort to his limits as well, instead of being, I don't know, essentially conservative and just not playing to win. So now who that coach is going to be, I have no idea. Mike McDaniel, he's from a good coaching tree, but
I mean, hire.
but the thing is that all these people that we've mentioned before, they're not a Mike Vrabel.
No,
they're not. They don't have that winning culture who just win everywhere they go. They are good offensive minds, but their teams don't win.
Why didn't we put
right?
in
Same
more
thing.
effort to get Sean Payton is beyond me.
Yeah.
Money.
Because I thought he was supposed to get interviewed, and then
we
he felt like embarrassed and then just left us or something.
We interviewed him. I don't think we like pursued it further, and that was it.
Embarrassing as fuck.
That's crazy to me.
None of you agreed that we should keep Gannon for another season with Monty.
I don't care if we win the next 3 games.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. We're done.
What's done is done.
He's burned my bridge since the Titans game.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year, bro.
You said that's a fireable offense.
Ever since
should have been.
What's the guy's name who dropped the ball?
DeMarcado.
Yeah. Ever since DeMarcado dropped the ball, the season's been tossed, bro.
Yeah. I agree with you guys. I do think we're gonna keep Gannon. Monty, and then fire Gannon, and then rebuild from there. We'll see what happens. But one of the last things is what do we do for these remaining 3 games to change? Do we establish any kind of identity as in offense or defense? Do we try to? Or what do you guys think that they can sell to the fans to make us have a little bit of hope, a little bit of something? What do we do?
The easiest one is to sell McBride, being the number 1 all-pro perennial tight end in the league. If you're getting the number 1 tight end in the league, the ball, touchdowns, breaking records, you're going to sell season tickets next year because it's going to be excited with a new rookie. So do that. Make sure Michael Wilson's getting a lot of yards, maybe 1,000 yards this year. And try to see if Marvin Harrison can get some spectacular catches. But that's all we can do. And then get some good looks from our first rounders in Darius and Walter. And that's it. That's all you can do. We're not going to win. So,
yeah.
What do you think, Adam?
Yeah, same thing. We're not going to win. So, I mean, just like he said, try to get McBride a record. Try to, honestly, what I would love to see is Michael Wilson in the number 1 spot and MHJ in the wide receiver 2 when MHJ comes back. See how that works.
Yeah.
Also, the John Gaines guy, he has been playing great. See what he continues to do. Move him around to a spot that you think he's going to play, and put him there and see how he does the rest of the season against a really good Falcons Falcons front seven
Defense.
this next
Who's
week.
fighting for playoffs right now?
Yeah.
They're fighting for playoff position, so they're not going to take it easy on us.
I
Yeah.
will say I will continue watching him these next few games, and then man, just keep developing your young bucks on defense. I mean, Cody Simon, this is great experience for you, and then this upcoming offseason is going to be great for you. And I think moving forward, you know, you're probably going to be our starter next year next to Mac Wilson. So
Yeah.
and then Denzel Burke, just keep on working on your craft. I hope he gets faster. I know that was my one knock on him, and I hope he continues doing that. Just like, man, just stay healthy. The young bucks stay healthy, get out of the season healthy, and just be hopeful for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I agree with both of you. I think the Cardinals need to just play tough football. Both sides of the football. And we know we're not going to win, but at least give the Cardinals fans pride that, hey, that's our team. That's my guy. Those are my guys. And not do what we've been doing these past 4 weeks, 40 burgers every single week. Just go out there and play football. And especially when you should have pride in how you play football in general. You don't want to get beat by people. If you're a competitor, go out there and show them who you are, and a professional. Like, if I was them, I'd want to, I've been a part of teams that sucked, and I did every time I went out. I enjoy playing the game of football. Just go and play, man. Go and have fun. These are the last 3 weeks, and you can go out and get some experience, especially like you said with those young guys. Get that experience, much needed experience, and grow from this, because you have a contract. You're gonna be here next year. Unfortunately, this isn't I don't know, NBA, where you can just change where you want to go to play every single year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, and it sucks. I mean, even for our listeners, I feel like we would probably be in a lot better situation right now if we're fighting for a playoff position. But like, you know, even
And more to
you
talk
guys
about, too.
listening to us talk about the Cardinals, it's getting annoying, right? So I feel bad for everybody involved, the fans, our listeners, our community, everybody. But we appreciate those who stick around, and I have been getting good feedback. Our most of our episodes, we've been getting great feedback this season. So regardless of the Cardinals doing successful, we appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you, Adam and Rick, for being with us. So
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Much love,
This is a
bro.
squad since day one. So
yeah, exactly. So with that being said, we are going to move into Burnout. I don't know why we don't have the freaking sound effect
Y'all
yet.
haven't gone on this guy's head already,
Hey,
bro.
that's a season 3 thing, bro. It's a season 3 thing.
season 3? we got 2 months till season 3, dog.
But yeah, let's bring up Burnout real quick. So basically, we'll start off with Adam. Be honest, are you still emotionally invested in the Cardinals this season?
Always, man. I'm always emotionally invested. That's why we're still doing the podcast. We're pissed off, but we are still numb. Like, we're just looking at it from a different perspective is all it is.
Yeah. What about you, Rick?
I took the answer in a different direction, as in, like, no, I'm not invested. I mean, I didn't even watch the game last week, dude. But it's more probably because I don't want to, like, shoot myself because of how dumb the team looks, and like, I can't stand watching, like, the filth that I see on the squad.
Hey,
but
I'll be honest.
what?
I said, I'll be honest. I think for me, man, once like my trajectory of this team started going down a hill was the Titans loss. The one that we went to, I lost like a part
Lost
of
your
myself,
shit,
like
dude.
my soul, dude. And
Screaming, dude.
Screaming. I remember calling you guys and being so confused. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with this team. And clearly we're here now. And it took losing that many games to be, I'm where Rick is at. Is like, I'm just like, you know, this is it. This is life. This is life of being a Cardinals fan. Instead of having hope, I just turn it on, and you know, I'll watch a few drives, and when they embarrass me, aka drive down the field and score, and it's 17-0, that's 3 and out. When we need a first down or something, I turn it off. So
yeah.
Okay, Rick, would this roster look noticeably better with a different head coach?
100%. Everyone at Steelers, Pittsburgh was like, fire Mike Tomlin. I'll take him any day now. My God, Mike Tomlin with this defense, this squad,
amazing.
dude, we'd be playoffs easy. I don't know, man. It's
Adam, what do
definitely
you-
heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, if we fucking bring Mike Tomlin here, bro,
We'll have a
the
frickin'
next Bruce
party.
Arians, literally
Yes.
like I just said.
Yes.
Mhm.
Next Bruce Arians.
We need
you're
to bring
gonna
a
be
proven
here.
winner in. We need a proven winner, like you said.
Yeah,
100%.
come here for the next 10 years and make us fucking transcend to a NFL Super Bowl, dude. You beat us in the Super Bowl, now bring the Cardinals to Super Bowl. How about that?
Imagine. Oh
Yeah.
my
Dude.
god.
Oh my god, I'd love that.
Crazy.
Fucking nut, dude.
Adam, who in the college football playoffs, who are your favorite teams, and then who is your least favorite team?
Honestly, and it's not because they're part of the Big 12. It's really because they're players and just their style of football. Texas Tech, man, I really like them. And I knew when we played them, I was scared. But, man, they're some fucking dogs. I really want them to win. I like Ohio State. That is my
Your
second team,
dad's
essentially.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've always liked them literally at the same time as ASU. I like them at the same time. So
Yeah.
I just watched more ASU. So
And who's
Ohio
your least
State,
favorite?
my least favorite, Alabama. I fucking
Hell
hate
yeah.
Bama. They don't
They
deserve
shouldn't
it.
have
You don't
gotten
have
in.
Nick
I can't
Saban no
believe they got
more.
in.
I don't respect you guys at all. Alabama has no respect for me, and I hope you guys get blown out. Blown
Hell
the
yeah.
fuck out.
Oh, shit.
Rick, what do you think about the college football playoffs?
I'm riding the green wave, bro.
Hey,
Tulane, bro.
That's a
Tulane,
butterfly,
you
motherfucker.
crazy.
That's a
Tulane.
butterfly.
It's a butterfly. Hey, I'm riding the green wave, brother. Guess what? I'm riding them to the bench. They're the worst team in the fucking in the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
Can we get a holla on my Mormons, bro? BYU, y'all got freaking trashed, and you guys couldn't get in this college football playoffs, and you got the green wave, Tulane, and JMU, James Madison. I don't care about this MAC and this CUSA, Conference USA. You guys are a bunch of Cinderellas, and you're gonna get the floor wiped with y'all first round, and it'll prove. I'll eat my crow next week or the week after if you guys win. But for now, you guys suck. And
Oh,
what?
sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
And I was just gonna say one of my favorite team, Fernando Mendoza, all day, baby. Let's go, Kurt Signetti.
Yeah,
Let's go, Kurt Sig.
Hey,
Go
I
Hoosiers,
do- I
baby. Go
would say
Hoosiers.
Coach-wise, my
Hoosiers.
favorite
Who
coach
they?
is Signetti. He's a
Signetti.
freaking dog, bro.
He's
He
a
is.
dog.
Google me. When he said that, I was like, I am gonna fucking Google
He's
you,
like-
and you're a beast, bro.
The reporter's like, what do you say to your recruits when you try to get them to come to Indiana? And he's like, I win games. And he's like,
Google.
Google me. And I'm like, dang.
Or no.
bro.
What about it's like,
Straight
hey,
up.
this team's never won at Oregon Field in the history of the university.
Austin,
He's like,
yeah.
this team's never played here.
Yeah.
And then he ended up winning that game.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's a dog. He's a
He's a beast.
dog.
I
hope they win the
I want to
ship.
suit up and go play for you.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't care if I break my leg. Like, let me just play for you. I'm
It's
just
funny
kidding. I
because
don't wanna
people
break my leg.
literally said how is he gonna do it? Because he came from James Madison, right?
Yeah.
And he took that program to what they were,
Mhm.
and then to Indiana.
They
he's
were a
like, oh,
D2 school,
yeah.
Yep.
and he
and
brought
he made
them
him
to
a
D1.
D1. Mm-hmm. He's amazing. I
You know-
think they're gonna be successful for sure.
You know whose coaching staff he was under? Take a fucking guess. Nick Saban.
Oh, for real?
Dang. That's
He
crazy.
took a pay cut to go to a different school, and then built up James Madison the year after. And look at him now. Now
We'll
he's at
see what
Indiana,
happens,
who was
man.
awful. They've never had
Yeah.
a 10-win season,
Yeah,
This is the
they've
first
never
time
won
winning
a
Big
Big Ten
12
championship,
or
and they've
won
never
Big
been
Ten.
undefeated,
Yes.
which is crazy.
Hey, them
That's
beating
awesome.
Ohio
I'm out.
State
That's
was
awesome.
amazing.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
Transcending, dude. It's-
Transcending.
That's probably that might be the championship,
Yeah.
or Texas
100%.
Tech's going to be in there.
Yeah.
So-
Mhm.
I'm excited for this playoffs, boys. I can't wait. I'm going
Hey,
again
when's the
for
first
Texas
game?
Tech. I don't know if it's this week. It might be this week, but I'll have to
Okay.
double check that. But
Hey, let's
I'm
watch
excited.
the game.
Are we
Low-key?
SEC
Hell yeah.
haters?
Hell yeah.
Are we
Okay.
SEC haters?
Oh yeah, fuck the SEC,
Georgia?
bro. I'm tired of it, dude.
Dang,
Okay,
they're-
Georgia's great. Georgia's great. Give them their flowers. They're not a bad team. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say their shit here on the podcast. I just hate the SEC glaze every
Yeah.
single year.
It's
It's
a little
like
too
SEC,
glazed.
SEC.
So,
But yeah, Georgia is good as fuck. For
who
sure.
are the Power Five? It's Big 12, ACC,
Big
Big
10.
10, Big 12,
SEC.
SEC,
SEC.
ACC. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. ACC, Big 10,
Big 12.
Big 12.
Big
That's
12,
the top
and then
four. That's the power four.
I
And
thought
then
there
you
was
have
a
Conference
fifth one.
USA and Sun Belt.
Oh, well, Pac-12
There's-
was the other Power 5, but now
Yeah, they're not anymore. Yeah.
now
And
they're
then you got
fucking
Mountain
whack.
West, MAC,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Conference USA.
So out of the 4 conferences, SEC was the worst okay.
Best.
They were the third
ACC.
worst conference.
ACC
was the
worst.
worst one. They had a bad year.
Mhm.
But Big 10 and Big 12 blew SEC out of the water this year, I
Mhm.
believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah. 100%. And they're going to see when Texas Tech plays a goddamn
Yeah.
team. I'm so sick of
Mhm.
people sleeping on the Big
Yeah.
12, but
Yeah.
that's why we're rooting for them, right? So
they have the craziest defense. They've got like 5 first-round draft picks
yeah,
this year.
they're going to be amazing. Let's
That
move
one
on, 'cause we'll
guy,
talk about college
who's
football
that?
forever.
Oh,
Go
Wait,
ahead,
can I say
Ricky.
this, though?
Yeah.
Adam, who's that
He's
one
supposed to be
linebacker
like a-
that's really good?
Jacob or
Rodriguez.
something
Mustache?
Rodriguez. Yeah,
He's supposed to be a
Rodriguez. That guy's
4th-round
balling.
draft pick. Bro,
I told
I
Adam
will
there's
be
no way he's 4th
surprised
round.
He doesn't
Dude,
go
There's
that'd be
no
this year.
way. He's so
That'd be
good. His
awesome.
draft stock's gonna go up in the combine for sure.
If
Yeah,
he
for
waited,
sure.
if he was able to wait another year and he went in next year, he'd
First rounder.
be a top 5 pick. But this
Yeah.
draft is stacked in linebackers and edge rushers.
Mhm.
So
We'll get definitely more into the draft in the offseason. But
Oh, yeah.
I know
Oh,
Adam's
yeah.
excited about that.
I'm
Rick,
so hyped.
is the NIL good for college football long term, or has it gone too far already?
No, that's 100% better. I was gotten sick of the under the table money that Alabama and all these other big schools had, because they did. They did all
Yes.
these illegal recruiting that they just got, pish posh, brush on the table because they're the number 1 team in the league, or the number 1 program in the nation. But now with NIL, you don't have to lie, bro. Hey, give these guys money and come play for us and get good coaches. And so it's going to just make sure that you're not going to be biased for one conference, the SEC, anymore, and you're going to see it. And the more that the playoffs happen and all these different conferences are going to be winning, like Big 10, Big 12, finally we'll see that SEC is just another conference. Right now, they're still really good, but it's just going to become like that,
W take. What about you, Adam?
Hey, I'll say I did a report on this, right? My senior year is my senior report. And I think this is blown out of the water, kind of what I suggested. But hey, I mean, it's the largest, essentially, company in the country. College
Mhm.
football is. So I think a limit needs to be
For each team,
set,
like a
right?
cap salary. Yeah.
Yeah, but also what I believe is that there needs to be major punishments if you set that. If you're found giving a player money under the table,
Yes.
you don't get your NIL the next year.
Yes.
That's what I believe. But I
keep
do
it
think
strict.
NIL is a good equalizer in college
In the
football,
college
and it's
football.
only made it better.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
look at Texas Tech. They never did anything until NIL now. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
money talks.
Hell
factual.
yeah.
Factual.
Adam, if the Cardinals were to fire one person tomorrow, who would you fire?
One person tomorrow, coaching or player or anything.
Anybody. But yeah, coaching mainly. Or Monty.
I mean, Monty's my number 2, but it just doesn't. It's not going to do anything for us right now. I mean, even though he's not doing shit anyways. But I'm gonna have to go Rallis.
Damn, that's not bad
I'm gonna
though.
have to go Nick Rallis. Let Jonathan
about you?
Gannon call the defense, and let's see
Yeah.
if you're the problem.
Low key.
That's
I like
smart,
that.
smart.
What about you, Rick?
Get rid of Jeff Rogers, bro.
Special teams?
Special teams has been ass all
Yeah.
year. And
has.
sucks to say because he's a good coach, but yeah, it just sucks. And it's 33 games left. That's why. If it was the beginning of the season, I'd be firing a head coach. But if it says it's 3 games left, fire the special team coach. Be like, hey, we mean business.
I'm scared. You fired Jeff
Shit.
Rogers.
On the low, whoever our strength and conditioning coach is, man, you ain't
You're out.
strengthening
Your
shit,
ass.
okay?
No.
Everybody's hurt, okay?
You're out, fam.
Rick, would you rather host Christmas or just show up with food?
I like hosting. I just like having everyone over, getting a lot of food, and I make sure the vibes are immaculate. So I love
Nice.
doing that shit, bro.
What about you, Adam?
I'm looking forward to having a house so that we can host.
Hell yeah. Me
Yeah,
too. I
I'm
feel like hosting's dope.
really excited about it. Now, I'm not going to do that shit every year, But
Yeah.
you know, I'm really excited for
Yeah.
the opportunity to host.
Staying in
Nice.
the Christmas vibes, Adam, is it acceptable to regift if it's unopened and it's actually useful or it's really cool?
Damn, I mean that's tough. Like, give an example. I don't know. Like,
Let's just say, for example, you were given a leaf blower for Christmas, but you already had one.
oh yeah, you could definitely
Or
regift
if
that.
you were
Yeah,
given a hoodie, like a Cardinals hoodie, and you didn't love it, but it's definitely a good hoodie and someone else would like it.
yeah. Or like
Is
if it's
it
too
acceptable?
small or
Yeah.
something like that. Oh yeah, I definitely am a big believer about like regifting. Like, I completely understand that. Like, right now, I've
Sometimes
got a
it's not
bunch
always
of
going to work for
candles
the
for
person.
Christmas, and I haven't been able to
Yeah.
get my parents anything. I know my mom loves candles, so I might get
So just
one of the
give her some.
candles to my mom.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah,
Hey, I agree 100%. What about
yeah,
you, Rick?
Yeah, I would say regifting. I would like it if it makes sense. If you
yeah.
got like some kind of incense and you're like, hey Adam, Merry Christmas. What the fuck?
He knows.
You're
You're
giving
not going to
you
like it. Yeah.
So you're giving your boy something weird like
Yeah.
the
Dang.
elf, something for someone special. Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, if it makes sense, yeah, regift that shit. But 9 times out of 10, usually when I get a gift, I use it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
100%. Rick, are Christmas lights acceptable to leave up until January?
Yeah, 100%. I'd leave it up till the end of January
I
because
enjoy this shit.
1 month of putting it up and it took forever to put up. Yeah, bro, we're gonna
Keep
keep
it
it up
up.
for another month, but not all year. That
Yeah.
you
not
get
all
those
year.
families. Come on, Doug. You
Oh,
know
that
you're in
shit's
the wrong
crazy.
there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Adam.
I love Christmas, and I want to like make it. I want to make it like a crazy
Special.
memory, like I have that my parents did in
Yes.
our old 2-story. I don't know if you guys remember it, but man, I still remember Christmases from that house and like decorate. Like the little light up reindeer that you put outside and stuff. I still remember that like it was yesterday. So
Nice.
I'm gonna leave that shit up till the end of January, probably, just like
Yes.
Junior. But man, January
Nice.
31st, that shit's coming down. It's
Yeah.
back in the box and in storage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done with
Forget
it.
about it.
Give me another 11 months and I'll come back up. Like,
He'll be back.
Mhm.
Last question to end out Burnout, boys. Adam, if the Cardinals were a Christmas gift, are you returning it, you're keeping it, or hoping it improves?
what the fuck? I'm putting that on the top shelf and hoping that it increases in value because this team sucks dick.
Hell yeah.
Listen. Yeah, I'm holding on to it with all my hands, and it's gonna be like Fallout 76, bro. It was asked to begin with,
Hell yeah.
but it's like a fine wine, baby. It's one of the best games out there, dog, right now. So just hold on.
Hey, I
folks.
told you. Tell me why I told this boy
I
Adam.
know you
Remember me and you
did.
played it? And I was
know
like,
you
Rick,
did.
76 is fun now. They changed it. And you're
Bro,
like,
it's
nah.
fire.
It's fire.
That's all I
Yes.
play now, bro.
Hell yeah. GG's, boys. Good podcast today.
GGs.
Thank you again, everybody tuning in. A little long one today, but you love it. You know you like it.
He likes it.
He likes it. Take it easy, everybody. Leave a comment, subscribe, please. And we love you.
Have a good holidays.
Happy holidays. We got one more episode before Christmas,
Panda.
baby.
Love y'all.